Good morning. Welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Thursday, March 23rd, 2023. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. The defensive remodeling project continues. The Niners added their 5th defensive player in free agency so far, signing defensive lineman Austin Bryant to a 1-year deal, according to Tom Pelissero. Bryant was a 4th-round pick of the Lions in 2019 after a strong college career at Clemson. He posted 17 sacks over his final 2 seasons. He was actually a teammate with new 49er Clelin Ferrell. But injuries derailed his first 2 years. He had just 10 games over those last 2 seasons. 4.5 sacks in 2021, 0 sacks last year. Unfortunately, despite appearing in 9 games, he was often a healthy scratch down the stretch. So that's not exactly exciting, but you know the deal by now. Niners have Chris Cassera coaching the defensive line. They think he can whip these guys into shape, and he has consistently during his tenure with the 49ers. It's kind of crazy to think of San Francisco needing to add so much on defense considering how good they were there last year, but they had to restock the cupboard. Guys have left in free agency: Emmanuel Mosley, Jimmy Ward, Azeez Al-Shire, Charles Omenihu, Maurice Hurst, Hassan Ridgeway, Samson Ebukam, and Jordan Willis are all gone now. So you had to bring people in to replace them, and the Niners, to their credit, have done it. I still think they need to add a veteran edge guy, at least probably one in the draft also. Again, 5 of the 7 players they've added so far have come on the defensive side of the ball. New coordinator Steve Wilks has got to be happy about that. And in that vein, John Lynch was at Stanford's Pro Day yesterday, and he spoke to Matt Barrows on the record. And apparently, Steve Wilks has had a lot of input on this free agency class. Don't forget, Wilks coached against Isaiah Oliver because Oliver was on the Falcons, and apparently Wilks vouched for him. He had input on the Sam Darnold signing, according to Matt Barrows. Obviously, Darnold played for Wilks with the Panthers, and Miles Hartfield played with the Panthers, who the Niners also signed. So Steve Wilks has been with the 49ers for a minute, but he's had a hand in some of these free agent acquisitions, and hopefully he likes what he sees and knows what he's looking at, because the Niners need these guys to play well. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Thursday: Kyle Posey of Niners Nation did an interview with offensive line guru Brandon Thorne about the state of the Niners O-line. He had some exciting things to say about Aaron Banks and Spencer Burford. We're in good hands. One thing to watch: if you want to see some film on the Niners' newest defensive lineman, our own Steph Sanchez tweeted out some tape earlier in the day on Wednesday. She's on Twitter at Steph49K. And one thing you might have missed: Jimmy Ward posted a heartfelt goodbye to the 49ers on his Instagram account. His name is @only1_Neko Suave. If you want to see the real, Ward was the longest tenured 49er player, and he was without question one of the best personalities on the team. I will miss his Instagram lives, although to be honest, I'll probably still watch him. But he's going to be missed for sure. Really heartfelt goodbye. He said he'll always have a special spot in his heart for the Niners, and he appreciated the team taking a chance on him way back in the day. That would be one Trent Baalke that drafted Jimmy Ward, believe it or not. And it was a classy move by Jimmy Ward, and that's Houston's game because he's going to go there with D'Amico Ryans, and I'm sure he'll play well. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network. I know the old Niners Nation Network hasn't been updating. That is because we are literally in the process of getting control of the feed. So the wheels are turning behind the scenes here. So if you are subscribed to what was the Niners Nation feed, please, please, please stay subscribed, because that eventually is going to be our home for all the content. So just stick with us if it looks weird. Also, subscribe to the Gold Standard feed in the meantime so you don't miss any episodes. Leave us a 5-star rating. We will read it on the show. Enjoy your Thursday, everybody. Go vote in the 49ers Media Madness bracket. The link is in the description of this podcast, or you can find it on Twitter at GS Podcast. Love all the support and recognition that we have gotten from you, and we appreciate it. So please go and vote. Quarterfinals. So getting down to the nitty-gritty there. Stay tuned for the Gold Standard Podcast with myself and Levin Black. That's going to drop later today. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk tomorrow.